Okay. So let's we gonna go back into the music, man. We're gonna leave Maine on the East Coast, man.
Right.
So on the music now, who would you say you make music for?
Myself.
Like, do you ever when you create music, do you ever like I gotta have one for the radio, I gotta have one for the women, I gotta have one for the club? Do that ever cross your mind, or is it straight?
When I'm beat selecting, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as like coming across beats, I'll be like, man, I need to find something for the club, for the ladies, you know what I'm saying. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, I always find something that's just like my lane, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I got little type of songs like that, but what I stick to is definitely like, you know what I'm saying, my lane. You feel me? Like, I make the music for me, for sure.
Okay. And currently, what other artists do you listen to?
So I'm big right now. I'll say, obviously I listen to, like, you know what I'm saying, our era still, but I listen to Benny the Butcher a lot. I listen to Cole, you know, Meek, cause Meek still come out with new music, and Chicago music, really, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, if it's East Coast and Chicago, I'm with it.
Okay. What about the music game, if anything, that you probably don't like, you know what I'm saying? Is your least favorite?
So like I said, I'm still new. So I wouldn't say I'm certain on it, but the vibe that I get, it's a lot of favoritism in it, you know what I'm saying, in the music industry. And I'm cool with that, you know what I mean? You got to get out here and network. But it's like, I look at it as back in the day, that wasn't really it, you know what I'm saying? You see somebody who's driven and, you know what I'm saying, like they got it, you give them an opportunity. It's like now everything is business. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I get it. And it's like sometimes they don't really want to do business, or they'll look at you differently because, you know what I'm saying, you ain't on this type of status and shit like that, which is cool. Like, it don't really bother me, but you know what I'm saying, if you asking, that's probably what I think of.
Okay. Are you a part of any groups or anything?
No.
Any groups or anything? What's your take on features? Do you work with other artists?
Yeah, for sure.
Is it something that you gotta be interested in working with them, or you just sending music out to artists? How does that work?
So it's a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? They send music, I send music. And shit, just hop on it. Like, and it ain't even one of those like, I ain't really feeling it. Like, if I feel like it ain't my lane, I still do it just to challenge myself, because I like to challenge myself. So, like, you know what I'm saying, I get beats sometimes where it's not really like East Coast, you know what I'm saying, or shit like that, but I still do it though, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of, because I feel like I do have a versatile type of flow, you know what I mean, in my music. So yeah, just to challenge myself, I do all of them.
What about in a case when somebody sends you something is trash?
It's trash. Like, that's what I'm saying. I mean, because I haven't came across many people, like most of the people that send me music, like I know them personally, okay, you know what I'm saying, I already listen to their music, you know what I'm saying, we already got that type of bond where it's like, I know you ain't finna send me nothing trash. You feel me?
Yeah, I was just curious. Not the video I just shot, but I shot a video before this one. This shit trash. So, that's all I say. I don't know why you want to make a video to this one, man. But hey, I'm here.
Nah, I don't even be on that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. So as far as still talking about working with other people, how do you go as far as, I know you mentioned when the first time you went to the studio, you just did your research. Right now, how do you choose who to work with as far as producers, engineers, cameramen? How did you build those relationships, stuff like that?
Good question. So producers is one of those. To start out, I was just getting most of mine like leasing it from beat stores and stuff like that. So it wasn't like I was working with producers in person. But now I'm starting to. So with those, it's just like, you know, you hear their songs or hear their beats rather on social media, and you just reach out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I know them personally, and you know what I'm saying, I just reach out and, you know, we link up and stuff like that. But in most cases, it's just one of those. I like your style, you know what I'm saying, and like, cause I'm real big on like loops and samples and stuff like that. So if you throwing that in there, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna see what's to it. As far as like engineers,
loops, I'm your man. You fucking them loops up, man.
We gonna chop it up for sure after this. We definitely gonna chop it up. But yeah, like engineers, really, I ain't really had nothing in mind. All the engineers that I work with, I got put on to, and it was just one of those. That first time we worked, you know what I'm saying, we locked in, and I'm one of those guys. I don't really like going here, going there, going there. It's like, once I like something, I'm gonna stick with it, because it's like, if you try something else and you don't like it, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, I get it, you try, yeah, in a sense, yeah, and it's like you want to kind of build that, yeah, you want to build that rapport and that relationship. You feel me? I look at that as like a networking type of thing. So like, just keeping that relationship. So once I like what you got going on, we gonna rock out. So yeah, I ain't really got too many engineers that I worked with so far.
And just because now that I'm doing videos, what when you do a video, do you like to direct it yourself? Do you like to just come up with a location, let the cameraman do the work? Do you like to make it like cinematic, tell a story? What type of
That's so like most of the time I would say like excuse me, like run and gun type. I got songs where I got the concept in mind, but I haven't like brought out a lot of videos. You feel me? So like the ones that I do have, they like just run and gun type of videos. But usually what I do for certain songs, I just like come up with a concept on my own, and then actually now, like I said, I still will work with people, but I'm trying to get into where I can do that myself. You feel me? Like I got the camera and stuff like that. Again, like I used to do it in school, so it's just a matter of me like taking that time and you know what I'm saying, doing that. But yeah, I like to sit down and write my concept out, and then I guess you could say direct it if you will. You know what I mean? Yeah.
okay. And
Yeah.